I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the Scourge came, I didn't know what.
This guy always looks like fucking Vernon Dursley from Harry Potter, and it always throws me off, I'm not gonna lie.
Here, in this nexus.
I think he's gonna take me to a zoo and make me fucking talk to a snake.
Fell.
Imagine having to socialize in games. Why do you think I'm such a fucking baddie? Look at me.
Worthless.
Do I look like I want to socialize? I look like I work at a Spencer's.
I hope to lend my
I'm here because my parents hate me and I have literally negative social skill. That's why I'm here.
I would be happy to light.
I'm here because I know I don't have a future and I've accepted that.
Baggage. When the Scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a coward.
And that's why you're here stockpiling goodies. What's up, Lord Spawn?
I was in this nexus.
Welcome to Demon Souls.
Venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but
I wish I could skip your dialogue. I probably can, but just so you know, I'm not paying attention. I have enough social skill for me to tell you that I don't care about you, except for the fact that I do, because literally without this guy, you would be absolutely fucked. Everything you pick up, weight burdens you. Everything encumbers you, because this game doesn't operate like Dark Souls does. It's much like Bloodborne, except Bloodborne doesn't really have an encumbrance system. So in Dark Souls, basically, the more stuff you pick up, it doesn't matter. It directly is correlative to your armor that you have equipped and whatever your weapons you have occupied on yourself are. In Demon Souls, you get something called item burden. And item burden is like, the more shit you pick up, the more you become weighted, so you need to increase your item burden, so you can either manage your inventories and send shit to Thomas, or keep it upon your person.
I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you...
This guy's the blacksmith, by the way.
Not a bad deal, eh?
In case you couldn't tell by his giant mallet, probably intended for smithing. He's our smithing guy.
No interest, eh?
It's not that I don't have any interest, it's that I'm broke. It's like, literally, I just died. I don't have any money. I'm useless to society. I'm a dead person, and I can't give them any money. Nobody cares about me anymore. I am a forgotten relic of a previous, long-gone, foregone age.
And be remembered as a hero. Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not?
Oh, maybe that's why the Maiden in Black hasn't appeared yet. It's because we have to go to the first archstone. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna take a quick potty break, and then we'll be well upon our way to the fucking Kingdom of Boletaria to get ass-fucked by demons. Can't wait. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. But my day, aside from getting ass-fucked by demons, is going fucking fantabulous. Welcome to Boletaria. This place fucking sucks ass. I wish we could put this on a postcard, because this is literally as nice as Boletaria is ever gonna look. You get the cinematic, really nice intro that makes you think you're gonna be in for a good time, and, you know, maybe have croquet parties, and maybe throw fucking luau's on the beach, and have some fucking Mai Tais and shit, and, you know, have barbecues, and, like, not... It sucks. Everything about it sucks. It's all evil. It's rife with demons. It's fucking pervaded by all sorts of hollow assholes. Yeah, it's fucking garbage. But yeah, welcome to Boletaria. This is kind of like downtown Seattle where I live. It's like literally you just gotta be on your toes, because there might be hobos with sharp instruments that jump out from behind piles of wood and try to stab you, so you literally just gotta be on your P's and Q's. There's a couple guys back there. Dude up the stairs. Okay. Have the stamina for that. The guy over here. Are you gonna attack as soon as... Yeah. They really like doing that. So a lot of Souls games are programmed with AI of enemies to react as soon as they see you. Or like, as soon as you can like trigger their AI to function, then they'll jump at you and take a swing at you and shit. You just gotta be like really wary of that. And I think there's like 5 people over here too. And these guys, these regular dudes, aren't really anything to write home about. It's the guys with the fire swords that suck a lot of ass in the beginning. Because I think when you're non-corporeal, you take increased fire damage or something like that. There's some sort of weird, like, hidden mechanic where, like, you are more susceptible to different damage types in different circumstances. So basically, if that guy would have hit me, he would have taken out, like, half my health bar, and then he would have just gone and, like, hit me, and I would have died, like, instantaneously. So, yeah, these dudes are no bueno. They are not fun. However, in order to reclaim your corporeal body, there is something you can use called ephemeral eyes, and I don't seem to have any. You're supposed to get one, like, really soon. I think I just discarded those, by the way. Didn't intend to do that, but I think I did. Okay, so this is kind of like your first ambush trap setup. Got me. Yeah, and there's a giant pit of souls down there, trust me. It's not as fun or cool as it looks or sounds. It's garbage. Like, basically, you walk in there and you're like, ooh, there's a whole bunch of floaty, shiny shit down there. I wonder what kind of weapon I'm gonna get. And then you just get met with an early grave. You just literally die. Like, there's nothing fun down there, I promise. I think there's a guy behind a wall here. Always keep your shield up, and always keep your guard up in corners in these games all the time. That's where I got that habit from. Basically, you want to shank them before they shank you. Because there is no Saw-shank redemption in this bitch. In fact, there's the exact opposite. We're going to be breaking into a prison later, not out of one. Oh, dude, they hurt. Ow. That's one of them dead. Wasted a half moon on that when I didn't intend to. That's great. So normally the way that I play this game is I go to the Shrine of Storms really early on to get something or another. And I don't know if it's the wand. But there's like a ring and there's like a sword that I get. And then my favorite weapon in this game is the Marakumo, I think it's called. The Marakumo in this game is fucking great. And it just does a hell of a lot of bleed. And you just basically smack shit with bleed and it dies. And then you use your spells to buff yourself, and pretty much you're unkillable in this game for the most part. There are some things and enemies that are not weak to bleed, that are harder to kill, but like nothing is particularly super difficult. Glad I remembered that firebomb thrower. You just do another one. Well done, idiot. You doomed yourself. Ah! Yeah, you fucking thought you were gonna get me, didn't you? Bastard. Ooh, shit, there's two of them? Oh, fuck. Oh, nope. Yup. Nope. Yup. Damn. Dude, I forgot how hard that corridor is when you're in like non-corporeal form near the very beginning. It actually takes strategery to get through. Instead of blind luck, which is usually how I fumble my way through like 90% of the shit that I do. Gonna throw another one, big lad? Yeah. Put this down, Jimmy. I don't have a license. I have to have a permit to throw firebombs. Not in my fucking town, you scum. Giant boulder trap. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Fall damage to boot. Yeah. Watch me, like, nick my toe on the rolling ball and it kills me even though it has no momentum. Just because active hitboxes are really funny in these games. Yeah, I remember you ballista firing shithole. Nobody behind me? Nobody behind me. I don't have any fire bombs of my own, otherwise I would firebomb that guy with the crossbow over there so I could take out the halberd man. Oh, he doesn't have a halberd, he has a parts on. There's a very big difference. One is definitely worse than the other, and it's not the halberd. The parts on is actually absolute bullshit in this game because he will literally just stun lock you in that animation that he's doing right there. Not this guy though. Oh, you bitch! No, you know what? I can't be mad. That's strategy on his part. I gotta commend him for that. I'll fire right when she's coming back out of the animation so she can't trigger a roll. Smart man. Oh yeah, so those knights will fuck you up, like, early in the game. That guy, like, even breathes on you, you're dead. So, yeah, we're not gonna go fuck with, Tommy over there. Tommy the Knight. These guys are a little bit fuckwithable. A little bit fuckwithable. You know why? Because you can just strafe them. Because they're fucking massive idiots. They're not very bright. They're not very combat capable either. They're kind of just dickwads. Like, they are DEI hires. Nobody even knows why the fuck they're here. Like, they just suck. Speaking of sucking incredibly bad. So, like, I know you have to go down here to, like, pull a lever to, like, up part of the gate for the Phalanx fight, I think. If memory is serving me correctly. Those barrels are bad news. I remember that. Oh, man. Almost let that guy get the jump on me 2 times. Not once, but twice. Luckily he didn't hit me or I would have been turned into fried rice. Did it? Because he's using a hot sword? Oh, look at that fire effect, dude. The fire effect is so rad in this game. Twink! I said twink. Twink isn't offensive, the other one kinda is. Man, I really wish I had some firebombs. Oh, shit. Not what I intended to do. I was gonna see if I could go down and manipulate their AI into swinging themselves into the barrel and killing all 3 of them. Did one of them fall off the cliff and kill himself? Suicide? Puggies? Oh my god, bitch, how many do you want? There's like 5. You have a posse. I'm not fighting a posse. It's still coming. Your little piddly footsteps. Hey, you know what? Maybe if I Mother Goose them and duck around this fucking thing enough, they'll fall and kill all themselves. Oh, I do have firebombs. Okay, this is over. Never mind. Crisis averted. We're fine. By the good graces of God, who literally gave us firebombs, we're gonna be fine. Get out of here, bitch. Look, there's still fucking 5. Can I free arm a firebomb over here? Yeah, motherfucker! Huh. Bitch! Why, they pay me the fucking big bucks. Then I'm great at greasing up my hands and pulling levers. Oh yeah, the cling ring. The ring of cling. The cling ring is very, very good. At least for early game. And then you get later game and you never need a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes in like 5 billion years because you hardly ever die to anything in this fucking game, period. Let's equip the cling ring. Cling ring is really good. Now we can take a little grass. And heal ourselves up to full. And I don't think you get to this gate until like way, way later, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, I have to go through the door where I killed the blue-eyed knight. That's right. I'm just a little bit directionally challenged. It's fine if I'm murdering things, because it's keeping my mind off where I need to actually go. Just hoping I find an ephemeral eye stone. So when Demon Souls released, like, this game was notoriously fucking hard. It was, like, literally rock tits hard. And, I don't know, like, I guess after playing, like, 10 Souls games, like, this game really wasn't shit. Like, a lot of the bosses are really dumpy and stupid in this game. There's some really narrow corridors and some really fucky enemy designs, and that's probably the hardest thing about Demon Souls, in all honesty. The rest of it is honestly quite simple. It's a whole bunch of guys with very basic AI, and, like, some strong enemies that just deal insane damage, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, making sure there's no enemy to my right. Bonk. Idiot. 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 Oh, listen to that sound effect. It's like you're stabbing your sword into a spinal column and then twisting it and wrenching it and then kicking him off. Like he insulted your blade by being upon it.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares?
Care to look over my wares?
Who's telling name?
Here to look over your facial surgeon and fucking question their authenticity to be able to perform stuff. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything that's really worth selling or buying this early on in the game. He's got a whole bunch of armor, but, like, that's about it. And we did get a new set of robes, so we should think about putting that shit on. Actually getting ourselves some fucking defense. Oh, never mind, our leather shit is better. Alright. It was worth a try. There's also a ring that I've missed, up near where the Blue-Eyed Knight is, but I'm gonna go get it when we backtrack to that area anyway, so I don't have to run back there and waste time. Where are the gentlemen in question? I know there's a guy that, like, drops off this roof behind you. Oh yeah, they're there. Alright, line up, boys. Line up. I killed the twins. You're next. Fire bombs are so handy to have early game, dude. Things are literally so fucking nice. It sucks. I rolled. Out of here. I thought there was another guy shooting arrows at me. I could have sworn I heard 2 ballista shots before. This other guy out then? Oh, there he is. He's probably... Yep, there he is. He's up there. Can I firebomb him from here? No, but he can shoot at me, of course. Because of course. Firebomb. Shit. Firebomb. Oh, fuck, really? Oh, damn. I thought him thrusting down the stairs would go over my head or something. I'm not getting trapped in a corner. Absolutely the fuck not. You can come down here and get yours, bacon. I beat his animation by like the fraction of a second. Holy shit. Okay. Literally the most awkward shit in the fucking world. Literally, he's just gonna sit there and watch as I miss 2 swings. He's like, you sure you're doing this correctly? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, are you super sure? Wait, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one for sure. Yeah, there we go. So this is another one of those Demon Souls traps. Demon Souls is literally notorious for this. So one of those ballista guys will shoot an arrow and like loose that whole thing of balls and kill all of themselves just to kill you in the process. So like, one of the things I really like about Demon Souls is environmentally you really gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Like this game literally hinders upon that. Because if you're not attentive, you can find yourself getting fucked by shit really easily. And all the traps in this game, like all the enemy setups and all the ambushes, do like absurd damage too. So it's like, a lot of them, if I remember right, are not survivable. Like, this game is kind of built on a crux of fuck around, find out learning experience. So it's like, if you don't know how to apply yourself literally right off the bat, you're gonna get fucked really easily. There's a couple drakes over here, if I remember right, and you cannot get through there in your current standing. You can, but you're just gonna be throwing bodies at it over and over and over again. And at the very, very end there, that furthest body has a ring on it, I think, and it's like a really good ring, but I can't remember what the ring is. And there's a couple upgrade items, there's like a large soul, and there's like a new armor set, I think, if I remember correctly. But like, that guy has a battle axe. I'm not getting hit in the back of the head by him. So much as with Dark Souls, as is Demon Souls, you do take increased damage from behind if you get hit by enemies or take damage or anything like that, so, yeah. Bad news. Good news over there is our red flappy friend is gonna incinerate all these fucking cucks for us. As soon as I piss him off. But, like, you actually have to be, like, relative to the dragon's location so that it could actually potentially hit you, otherwise it doesn't breathe the fire. That's kind of how this works. Here he comes. Grant us salvation with your fire breath. There we go. Oh, he didn't do it. What? You pussy. Come back here and burn my enemies. Wanna go get some fucking Wendy's. Kill these idiots. I might have to take out this dude on my own, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I ran into that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they'll breathe it right there either. I gotta be way closer than that. I'm not trying to get the whole attention of the battalion, goddammit. I should have time for a dress. Just to get an arrow in my ass. Fantastic. No parts on, boys. I don't have any fire bombs. Oh shit, this could be bad. Well, you know what? This won't be bad. If I can just, like, roll around that one and hit the other one, I can kill him, and then I can circle straight for the other one. Yeah, see, they just do that. Like, literally, they'll block and just hit you, like, endlessly. I'm blocking you, cocksucker. And dick loser. The fucking game engine, when you take a hit and you try to initiate a block, it won't actually do the action yet. Okay, dragon should definitely breathe fire now that I'm here. Just gonna chill here until he comes up and does his goddamn job. There we go. Breathe it, you fucking dick! Alright, fine. Guess we won't use the dragon and fucking burn everybody on the bridge and be all badass. That's cool. Hell. Don't you just love how the ballista shot goes through his mates and hits me in the fucking face? I love that. Oh my god, their accuracy is fucking impeccable. Didn't expect them to hit me from over there. Not gonna lie. Luckily, those dudes only have literally one attack and a little bit throw. I wish this dragon was blue instead of red, so I could fucking accurately name it for blue balling and fucking me. Dumbass dragon. Oh shit. We're good. Did you see the arrow change trajectory then when it was firing? Wow, incredible. It's my fault. Look at that, look at the bullshit curvature on that. Fucking Babe Ruth crossbows. Watch him breathe fire now that I'm all the way at the end of the bridge, even though all the guys are dead. You bitch. You fucking asshole. That's Demon Souls. Oh yeah, that's right. He flaps back into place if you try to go too quickly. This game is on some actual troll level mode bullshit right now. Give him 5 seconds to fly away. Fly away! Make like Canyon stalking and get the fuck up out of here. Flappy bastard. Now we'll just row past the crossbowmen and carry on about our business. Wait for them both to fire. I'm gonna get punished for doing that, aren't I? No, I'm not. 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 Where's the guy? Where's the guy? I know there's a guy. Where's the guy? Took forever to fucking get through that. Look at me, he's right there too, fucking douche. I thought there was a guy. Maybe there's not a guy. I could've sworn there was a guy. Can you pull the lever, please? Jesus Christ. Yoink. You guys ever seen Hellraiser before? Just curious. I'm not asking for any particular reason. I shouldn't have used all my firebombs. I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't have used all my firebombs because the next boss pretty much heavily hinders on them and I don't have them now. Oh, it's the same Drake from all the way over there that was like nestled and resting. Interesting. I could have sworn there was like a secret thing over here where you could like roll through a shelf or some shit. Maybe not. Oh, maybe it's here, actually. This is where the guy is. Yeah. There's two guys. Now they're both dead, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, here's the shit you can roll through. And then you come up here and there's a goodie. Get some pine resin for the boss from Grandma's cookie bag, yeah. Alright. We're fine, we're safe. Nothing evil yet. Yet. Nothing evil yet. I wanted to say. That guy's half dead. Lure them around the corner. They're stupid. Okay, we can win this war. We just gotta exercise our smarts. Damn, he did a whole fucking flip. He did a Phelps dive when I kicked him off my fucking sword. That was fucking 10 out of 10, really. That was Olympic. Oh yeah, I hate that little jump back sweep attack because it doesn't do any damage and it just puts you in hot water because you can't respond to attacks with it and shit. Oh yeah, okay. We got these 2 fire-wielding sword dickwads to go now. But they die in 2 hits, so if I kill this one really fast, we can just handle the other one and it won't be I'm gonna say that is, unless I get interrupted by the giant Phalanx line, which is gonna be bad news. I literally cannot get around it. I can't get around it. And I'm hitting it in the shield, even though I'm trying to hit it from the side, because it's taking up way too much of the fucking walkway. Alright, now what? Now where? Other side? Other side. Known hero soul? Hell yeah. I rolled. Give me that. Oh, they die in like 2 hits. Okay, that's not that bad. Hardstone, nice. Oh man, I wish I swung left-handed instead of right-handed. Okay, I don't want to get too close to the stair edge. I was gonna say, I don't know how high this is. I don't want to fall and bruise my shins. We're gonna be in some serious trouble. My character is already gonna be slow as fuck. I don't want to be limping around carrying fucking 5 billion pounds of weight. Right. We are in good standing. Now, I think you need the first demon soul before the maiden will appear, but just because I'm a bitch and I don't trust myself and I know I'm gonna disappoint you all sooner rather than later, let me see if I can go back to the, Nexus and level up and use my souls and shit before we fight the boss. And don't worry, I will cut it out if we can, and we'll just go fuck with the boss. Right. Let's get going. Also, we are just going to run past every single one of these happy assholes. We're literally just gonna fucking duck past all of them. Because they all suck and are worthless. They are cringe. We are above cringe. Dick. Get baited. One of those dumbasses burned himself alive. I didn't even have to do anything. That's crazy. Alright, welcome to the Phalanx. And the Phalanx is basically a giant mass blob of bullshit. Now, you might recognize this thing from Dark Souls 1, when you go into the fucking painted world of Ariamis, or Arietti, or whatever the fuck it's called. This thing is literally in the foyer of, like, the giant painting place. So, yeah, this thing is basically a... Well, that thing is essentially a nod to the Phalanx of this game. That's pretty cool. This boss is honestly not all that difficult. You just kind of run around it and fucking kill the blobs. It's not really that crazy. It also doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just more so like it can stun lock the fuck out of you if you get really close to it. And it's very modular. And a lot of your opportunities to attack it will be blocked by these fucking stupid things, which is also really annoying. But the good news is once you kill the majority of these things, that thing is pretty much entirely susceptible to just be wailed on with fire. And it just dies. So that's nice. And Demon Souls, that leads me to say, Demon Souls doesn't really feature a lot of bosses that are fucking hard by, like, any stretch. Like, there's no boss in this game that's particularly super difficult. Like, the final boss can be a bit of an asshole, because of how much damage it does, but, like, it's not unreasonable, you just need the damage output, really, for the most part. And I think he has a resistance to, like, every single status ailment in the game, so you just want to use flat damage on him, pretty much. I like how I'm trying to not hit him in the shield, and somehow I always end up hitting them in the shield. Oh, that's why, because they're part of the demon himself. Okay, I'm just stupid. It kind of seems like a Ghostbusters enemy. Like, this is almost like what the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters would be if you melted into jelly paste. You know, like, honestly, it's a Nutella boss. It's Nutella with shields, essentially. And it's not good for you. In fact, arguably, it's very, very bad for you. Okay, there's one more stray one. Let me get it before we go on. Oh, they merge back into it. Okay, I didn't know that, actually. Oh, wow. Damn, that hurt a lot, dude. Nice throw, jackass. Well, let's go, cocksucker. kind of what I was saying. You could just wail on it with fire and then it just dies. Like, thing's a bitch. Alright, cool. First boss, Daddy, Spaghetti. Now we are ready to go back to the next city. Let's go. So the way Demon Souls works is basically the different archstones make up a grander world, and like they're all part of like different sections. So the archstones mark the end of like territory 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And as you progress through the areas and you unlock the different archstones and gain more access into the place, you basically get an archstone per area. So if you die to the boss of that region, you have to go from that region's archstone to get back to the boss. But there's not a lot of runbacks in this game that are particularly difficult. They're more so just lengthy and kind of annoying. But the bosses similarly are really, really easy to make up for it. So you don't really die a lot to the bosses in this game, unless you're fighting something with a damage type that you're not prepared to fight it with, or like something it's resistant to. You're not really going to have much issue. There's a couple runbacks, like the one for the man-eaters is fucking total dog shit, because the man-eaters is just a fucking trash boss, in all honesty. Here's the maiden, by the way. The runback to the flame lurker is a little bit cancer. None of the other runbacks are really, all in honesty, that bad. They're just really time-consuming. Like, this game really could have used, like, a, Ferore's Warp from Ocarina of Time. Okay, we have to go talk to the Monumental first. So, it's normally around this point that I would go to the Shrine of Storms and I would go get all my gear that I need. There's a weapon in there, I don't remember what it's called, but you get it from the Vanguard Demon, like, not by killing him, but he's, like, guarding it, kind of, and you have to go through a whole bunch of roly skeletons and shit like that. And the skeletons in this game, unlike the other Souls games, are actually cucklords. Like, they are fucking big, uber, super big dick Chad assholes. They are literally Giga Chad. And if they overwhelm you, you are pretty much fucked, because they are very, very mobile, and you have to fight a lot of them in very tight corridors, much like this one. So we're probably going to be paying a visit to the Shrine of Storms probably around level 25, maybe level 30. So I can go get my gear from that place. I normally like to get it as soon as possible, so when I start leveling up my weapon, I can get it as high as possible, as soon as possible. But I don't remember my routing for this game for, like, the gear that I usually get, which is going to make this playthrough interesting, because normally I have a certain way of how I go about this game. So we have to go find the Monumental, and I don't remember where the Monumental is. Oh, there we go.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons.
They kind of look like Yiddish children, or like kids from the mountains or something, like Tibetan kids or some shit like that. Like, I keep thinking every time I talk to the Monumental that I'm gonna have to go to Penkot Palace and liberate everybody and clear the evil. And fucking defeat the Kali Ma overlords. Whatever the fuck that guy's name is, I forgot. He has tattoos, though. He's very tribal.
In the distant past, under benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to its slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and most of the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what lands still remained, we entrusted 6 leaders with 6 precious archstones, one to the king of a small yet industrious land, one to the king of the burrowers underground, one to the wise queen of the great ivory tower, one to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls, one to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen, and the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed in the fringelands that survived. We contained the Old One here below the Nexus, and prohibited the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
So there you go. This malnourished baby pretty much upholds the entire fabric of the universe, because fucking Dark Souls lore, right? Because Hidetaka Miyazaki had to direct a goddamn game again.
And seal it away for all eternity.
Also they can talk with their minds, so yeah, that's a little bit disconcerting, but anyway. We've heard enough from the talking baby. Basically, there were 6 monumentals, they uphold the fabric of the universe, that's the last one alive, so we're pretty much fucked. There's our Stone of Ephemeral. But we're good. So, something I forgot to mention when we did so is, whenever you kill a demon, you reclaim your soul. So you reclaim your corporeal body whenever you exterminate one of the demon's presences. So it's basically kind of like a give-and-take weird karmic balance mechanic. So the better you do, the less you have to worry, and the shittier you do, might want to get some insurance. Might want to think about that. Literally, it's, in a lot of the word, really, really hard to die in this game in most cases. Like, the worst you're ever gonna have is if you get, like, ambushed up a wall or something, or, like, if you get stuck in a tight corridor and you can't roll, or you just get overwhelmed by enemies. That's pretty much, like, literally, quite seriously, the only time you're gonna die. There's, of course, gravity falls and all sorts of comic meme fucking Roadrunner, meet Wile E. Coyote type death bullshit, but, like, other than that, it's really fucking hard to die in this game. Same with the Man-Eaters fight, because the Man-Eaters can literally just bitch smack you off the ledge, and then you have to fucking go all the way back up and fight them again until you beat them without getting fucking knocked off, and then they power up and they get all stupid, so. Men in Black manipulates souls with inhuman prowess. Her strength allows to aid slayers of demons.
What is it? Seekest thou the power of souls?
No, I seeketh to remain at level 1 and get ass-fucked by demons the entire game.
After all,
no, I want to become a demon exterminating badass. I want to channel my inner Tanjiro from fucking Demon Slayer.
Demon inside me. Let these vagabond souls become thine own.
Yeah, so basically she manipulates soul power. So all the, like, vagrant, weird souls that you pick up from enemies or anything that you absorb or find in the environment from dead bodies is pretty much normally where you'd find souls. She can manipulate and basically empower them or use them to empower you. So she can manipulate their energy or, like, their life force to commune with your own. It's just weird shit. Pretty much just weird shit. Anyway, we are going to go for a little bit of strength. We are going to go for quite a bit of dex. Is typically what I tend to favor in these games over strength. I would like the Marakumo, but the problem with the Marakumo is you need to go to the Shrine of Storms, and you need to annihilate all the red phantoms there, and you need to basically never die, like, the entire time. And it's really hard, because the Shrine of Storms has a whole bunch of roly blue-eyed skeletons, they have a lot of mana rays that are shooting needles at you, and then you have to deal with the red-eyed katana-wielding skeletons, which are infinitely more cancer than the blue boys. So, literally, Shrine of Storms, which is the Archstone of the Shadow Men, this is the Latrian Tower. This is the Land of the Giants to the north, so originally this was supposed to be an area in the game that we were supposed to be able to go to, but development did not give them permissible time to finish it, so it just remains unfucked, or fucked. The remake, they had no plan to do this world because they don't know what the original vision entailed, so, like, they don't know how to remake something that they were never exposed to. But this is the Archstone of the Shadow Men, this is the Archstone of the Chieftain, and then this is the Archstone of the King, and then this is the Archstone of the Digger King. So, literally, we are going to fuck with all that nonsense later. We're going to go on the Lord's Path for another section, and we are going to fight the second boss, I think.